All right, everybody, welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we're tackling a project that I think is going to resonate with a lot of you out there. We're talking about building the perfect shed,
Yeah, the shed.
that little slice of DIY heaven.
Yep.
And to guide us on this journey, we're cracking open a copy of Building the Perfect Shed, Your Essential Tool Guide.
It's a good one.
I've been thumbing through this thing,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, it is packed with wisdom. I mean, ever feel like just starting a construction project, even a small one, can be like stepping into a jungle?
Oh, absolutely.
This is our machete, you know?
Yeah,
We're going to clear a path to success.
that's a great way to put it. And one of the things that really stands out in this guide is the emphasis on planning,
Yes, the plan.
which, it might not seem like the most exciting part,
Right.
but it's absolutely crucial.
I'm the kind of person who just likes to jump right in, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But even I have to admit, having a solid plan for a shed, it's like having a good recipe when you're cooking. You don't want to be halfway through and realize you're missing key ingredients.
Exactly. And a detailed plan, it's really like the foundation of your shed.
It's the blueprint.
Yeah. It's not just about, measurements and materials.
Right.
It's about anticipating those challenges that might pop up, staying organized, and ultimately saving you so much time and frustration in the long run.
Yeah, you're not making those emergency trips to the hardware store because you forgot something.
Exactly.
So we've got our compass, our plan, but what about those essential tools?
Yeah, let's talk tools.
This guide lays out 5 key tools that are going to be your workhorses for this project.
All right.
First up is the circular saw.
The workhorse for those precise cuts.
All right. I got to be honest, I'm always a little intimidated by power saws.
Yeah, I can understand that. But, with the right guidance, a circular saw, it can really become your best friend in a project like this.
Okay.
And this guide recommends a saw with at least 15 amps of power
Okay.
and a 7¼ inch blade.
All right. So 15 amps, 7¼ inches.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what's the magic behind those numbers?
Sure. So 15 amps gives you enough power to cut through those, various thicknesses of lumber. You don't want the saw to bog down on you in the middle of a cut.
Right.
And the 7¼ inch blade, think of it as the Goldilocks blade. It's not too big, not too small. It's versatile. You can handle a range of cuts. You'll be framing walls, cutting plywood. You could even trim roof rafters
Wow.
with that one blade.
That's incredible. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, another power tool duo that always makes me think, do I really need 2 separate tools for this? It's the drill and impact driver combo.
Yeah, a lot of people wonder about that.
Right.
But they each have their own superpower.
Okay.
The drill is great for making pilot holes and just general drill-in tasks. But the impact driver, that's a beast when it comes to driving screws.
Oh, yeah.
Especially those long lag bolts, which are really important when you're, framing and securing the structure of your shed.
Okay, so the drill's precision, the impact driver, is power. You mentioned cordless earlier. Is that what the guide recommends for these tools?
Yeah, absolutely. Cordless gives you that freedom of movement,
Right.
You don't want to be tripping over cords.
Especially in a shed.
Exactly.
Right.
Especially when you're working in a structure like a shed. But here's the catch. Sometimes cordless tools can lack the power of their corded counterparts.
Yeah. That's a good point. Is there a way to find that balance? Like the power you need, but also the freedom of cordless.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The guide, it really emphasizes that lithium-ion batteries are the way to go these days. They've come a long way. They offer a really good balance of power and runtime.
Okay, great. Next up is a tool that I've definitely taken for granted in the past, the level. I've been known to just eyeball things and be like, yeah, it looks straight enough.
I think we've all been there.
But I have learned my lesson the hard way.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
But the level truly is the unsung hero of a straight and sturdy build.
That's true.
You're going to be using it constantly, from making sure your floor joists are level to ensuring your walls are plumb.
Plumb, a word I've definitely heard thrown around on construction sites,
Yeah,
but never really fully understood. So plumb means perfectly vertical, right?
exactly.
Okay, so what kind of levels does the guide recommend?
So it suggests having both a 4-foot and a 2-foot level.
Yeah.
The longer one is great for those big spans, like your walls and your beams, while that shorter one comes in handy for tighter spaces.
Got it. Long for the big picture, short for the details. And speaking of details, our next essential tool is all about precision, the tape measure.
Oh yeah, you can't build anything accurately without a good tape measure. And this guide is very specific. It recommends a 25-foot tape measure with clear markings and a sturdy hook.
Yeah.
That hook is crucial. It ensures you're getting accurate measurements, whether you're hooking it onto the edge of a board or into a stud.
I've always wondered why some tape measures have those little markings within the inch marking.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
Absolutely. Those markings, those are fractions of an inch, eighth, 16th, sometimes even 32nds. They help you get those super precise measurements,
Okay.
which are so crucial for a well-built shed.
Yeah, because if something's off by even a little bit,
It can throw everything off.
it can have a ripple effect, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that makes sense. Our final essential tool in the guide is the framing square. What exactly is its role in the shed build-in process?
The framing square is your secret weapon for ensuring those corners are perfectly square.
Oh, wait.
Now, you might think, close enough is good enough.
Yeah.
But trust me, when it comes to building a structure, those square corners are key for stability. They're going to make sure your doors and windows fit properly, and they're crucial for accurately marking those cuts on your lumber.
Right, you don't want to end up with a wonky shed.
Exactly.
So we've covered our 5 essential power tools, but I'm guessing there are some smaller hand tools that are equally important.
Oh, absolutely.
What are we thinking here?
Think about it. You need something to mark those measurements you're taking with your tape measure.
Right. A pencil.
Exactly. A sharp pencil is key. And a good utility knife. That's essential for scoring and cutting materials like drywall or insulation.
Ah, okay. And of course, we can't forget about safety.
Safety first. Always.
What does the guide recommend for safety gear?
The guide really stresses the importance of safety glasses, to protect your eyes from any flying debris, work gloves, to prevent splinters and cuts, and ear protection, especially when you're working with those power tools.
Yeah, those things can get loud.
They can.
Okay, so we've covered the tools, the safety gear, but what does this all mean for our listener who's about to embark on their shed building adventure?
It means they're well equipped to tackle this project with confidence.
That's right.
Remember, these tools, they're investments.
Yeah.
They'll last for future projects, too. And if you need a specialized tool for a particular task, something like a concrete mixer or a power auger renting is a great option.
That's a good point. You don't necessarily have to buy everything. And don't forget about tool organization.
Oh, that's so important.
Having a designated space for your tools, it not only saves you time, but it also protects your investment.
Exactly. So you've got the practical side covered.
Yeah.
But here's a thought-provoking question. As you embark on this project, beyond the functionality, what kind of personal touches or design elements would you want to incorporate to make your shed truly your own?
Oh, that's such a great question. It's easy to get caught up in the nuts and bolts of the build.
It is.
But thinking about those personal touches is what's really going to make it feel like your special space. Well, folks, there you have it. With these essential tools, a detailed plan, and a dash of creativity, you're ready to build that perfect shed.
You got this.
Happy building, everyone.